What's up, guys? Welcome to 234 Guns. This is my match reaction for game week 3, Man City 5, Arsenal 0. Getting straight into it. You know, this is our third game. We've lost all 3 games. We've conceded 9 goals and we haven't scored 1 goal. So this is the current state of Arsenal. We are last on the table, and it's going to be that for the foreseeable future. Um, you know, honestly, for me, I wanted to be putting out more content, more Arsenal content this season. You know, it was kind of a promise I made to myself. But with the way the season started, I wasn't going to even attempt it. You know, and the thing with Arsenal is that there's always so much gist and news, and there's just so many rumors that fly around about this club. So, content is everywhere with the club, but sometimes you just have to take a step back and, try and find what brings you happiness. And, Arsenal is not what brings me happiness right now. So that's why I, reserved to doing these match reaction videos instead only. But, today's game, I didn't really expect anything from this game, but, it was again the manner in which we lost. You start out trying to be good, and then 5 minutes you're looking good, then they score 1 goal, and then everything just goes to shit. And we've all seen Arteta's record, coming back from games that he's already down in by halftime. It's really bad. The guy is just breaking all the wrong records. Like the club is just it's in the worst position I've seen this club in since I started supporting this club, and I don't even know, man. Sometimes somebody asks, why don't you just support some other club? But really, it's not as easy as that. So I actually, tried to defect a couple of times to Borussia Dortmund, but there's no way I can love another club the way I love Arsenal. I've just come to realize that. But today's game was just a shit show, really. It wasn't good to watch at all. I don't even know where to start from or what to say, but basically my whole gist is we just need to sack this guy, because the longer he stays in that job, the longer we're going to keep going down and down and down. And now we're 20th, we're the last team in the league. I really don't know how much more we can go down, like championship level, God forbid, because I really don't think we'll get relegated. But I think if he stays in this job till at least January, I think we should be looking at the bottom half of this table, like comfortably. Like we should be looking at that 11th to 15th position, because there's no how this guy can get us back. And everybody kept saying that after the Brentford game, it's just one game, too hard to call. Chelsea game, it's Chelsea, champions of Europe, tough opposition. Okay, no wahala. It's Man City now, yeah. But the way we lost those 3 games were just really bad. Like you knew the moment we went behind, there was no chance of a comeback, and it's not fun to watch that type of football, because I've never been so pessimistic coming into the season like I was coming into this season, because for me, this guy should have been gone in January when they sacked Lampard too at Chelsea. But you know how this board is. And the scariest part was when, you started hearing all the rumors about, transfer overhaul. They're going to put in so much money, biggest overhaul in the club's history. And when you start seeing things like that, you're like, you start to understand that these owners they actually believe what this guy is trying to do. If they're backing him with so much money, because for me, if they had backed Unai Emery the way they back this guy, I guarantee you we wouldn't be where we are right now. So I could just see us being with this guy for a while longer, because everybody keeps saying he hasn't really gotten his whole team back. Well, who are we missing? We're missing Thomas Partey and Ben White, for me, in my opinion. Nobody else is walking into that first team apart from those 2 guys, So I don't see what difference those 2 guys can really make. But, the club are going to give him that long, in my opinion. if we're a real club after this kind of game, you sack this guy because this guy doesn't have a clue about what he's doing in this club. You know, he's learning work with us basically, and he's so arrogant. That's my problem with him. He doesn't learn. He doesn't learn at all. He does not learn. How did he go with the midfield he went to today against a team like Man City and expect some kind of miracle? Like there was no way. There was no way at all. Oh, I really don't know, man. I'm at that stage where I'm not even angry anymore because I expect these things to happen. When you don't make changes like that, these things will definitely happen. When you don't buy quality players that will improve that first team, these kind of things will happen. I was telling someone that with this same team, if we got a coach like Conte into this club right now, our priority will change from just trying to survive to trying to make it back into Europe. So why don't we do that? And for me, this would be the perfect time to sack him because we're going into an international break. For me, Arsenal players don't really get called up so much. You get a new manager in, he starts to work with these boys for the next 2 weeks. And then, we'll come into a good game with Norwich at home. Good game to just get things off running, try out a few things. But this club, they don't think like that. And now we're going to have all this time off. And Arteta is going to keep, teaching these boys. Only God knows what he's telling them. And then, where do we go from there? It's really silly for me. I don't really understand it because I don't really get it. I don't know how long they think they can go on like this for before they make a drastic change. I'm watching that team today. I'm seeing guys like, Kolasinac playing for us, guys like Rob Holding playing for us when we loaned out Saliba. I'm seeing guys like, our midfield is looking, even more scanty now. We're playing with Xhaka and Odegaard in that midfield, and then he's coming off the bench. Like, why are those guys still here? Those guys should have been gone a long, long time ago. Sorry. Any reasonable football watching fan watching Arsenal for at least the past 2 years will know that, those guys can't really move us forward. But our coach doesn't seem to understand that he handed Granit Xhaka a new contract. For what reason, I don't know. Rob Holding got handed a new contract last year too. For what reason, I don't know. These are guys we should be selling. We've seen these guys year after year, season after season, and we haven't made any progress. And you're telling me what, you rookie manager is going to come in and you're going to get these guys playing good football? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The transfer policy we had this summer, I don't even understand it. We've spent the most money in Europe, and look, nobody out of all the guys we've signed have been in this team in our starting exercise. Bar Odegaard. Nobody. And everybody keeps telling me, we should give him time. He hasn't gotten his full squad yet. The only guys we're missing are Thomas Partey and Ben White. And those two guys don't make a difference in any of these games we've played. They don't. So I don't understand it really, man. And for me, this team is not that bad to be losing. Our first 3 games, we haven't scored a goal. Like, come on. This isn't the Arsenal I know. The Arsenal I remember is the Arsenal that we're happy winning 4-3 because we know that we're going to score more than you. You can score us, but we're going to score more than you. Now we can't even score. It's so annoying to watch. And the funniest part is that I'm not even angry. I'm not pissed at all because I'm not going to get worked up about this club anymore. Like, I know better now. I've been optimistic so many times that I know it's not going to be any different this season. They haven't done anything to convince fans that it's going to be different this season. And what I am more confident about this season is the fans are back now, so the fans are not going to. The lack of fans is not going to help him this time around. If results are getting worse and worse and worse and worse, these guys are going to start coming after these guys. They're going to start coming after these guys, and I feel like that has to force the board to act because we can't keep going like this, man. We've gone a whole month and they haven't scored a goal in the league. That's so poor, man. That's so poor. Like, we're losing games without any fight whatsoever. And this is one of the reasons why I go and I watch his pre-match conferences, I watch his post-match conferences to just get a sense of, what he's feeling and what he's feeding these guys. And he just keeps lying. Talking about good spells for 15 minutes, good spells. Like, what are you talking about, guy? You're seeing courage and heart because, we don't, allow more goals in the second half. Like, what's wrong with you? It's just, he's just a rookie manager, and we just need to move on from him because his process is, we can't wait that long. By the time we finish with him, we're going to be competing for the top 4 in the championship. We can't wait that long. And this is why I'm so pissed with him because he every call he has made, he has stood by them. So now that's what's going to be the fall of him because you're telling me you're buying these guys for the future, and you know how it is for Premier League managers, for any top European football club. As a manager, you have to have results. So you're buying kids that are not going to give you immediate impact right now, and it's like he's hoping for the best. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it with these players. I'm just, I'm honestly, I'm okay really, but we just need to figure his situation out really fast because I don't think we can do this much longer. I don't think we are in a position to allow him. And this is supposed to be the season where he doesn't have any excuses. He's gotten everything he wanted. This is more of his team than when he came in. So to watch this kind of football with somebody that has been here for almost 20 months, it's not really convincing at all. And the club just needs to act for me. That's just it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video for more content from me. I will try my best and keep it 100 with you guys. Thanks. Good night.